Hello, friends. In our last meeting, we had seen half part of the novel To Serve with Love, written by E.R. Braithwaite. In it, we had studied the presentations of lower classes, and in the end, we had seen what was the effect of such presentations in the especially in the progress of students. Braithwaite realized that through such practices, students can express their thoughts very well, and the major focus in the presentation was not on what they were expected to learn, but was on what they had understood. So we had seen the presentation of lower classes in our last meeting. Today we are going to go ahead and understand the presentation of Braithwaite's class. Denham is on the extract chosen for this is from Miss Joseph then gave a short address from this line on page number 182, second column, to a 10th line from the bottom, and his deep appreciation of their efforts to the end. So we have chosen this extract. Friends, you know Denham is on the stage and all the boys are sitting in their places. The presentation report of Braithwaite's class starts with Miss Joseph. She talked. She gave a very short address. In it, she mentioned that lessons they had learned were biased towards brotherhood of mankind, and that's what they had learned from each subject. She also talked about the interdependency of all mankind despite of geographical location, differences in color, races, and creeds. And then she was followed by Mr. Potter. He was the representative of arithmetic subject. In presentation, Potter talked about the work the world had done on weight and measures. They had shown, means countries had shown great understanding on accepting common weights and measures. They had also understood the relationship between kilogram, pound, meter, and feet. And the outcome was that as they have accepted common weights and measures, so it showed greater understanding. It was a symbol of greater understanding between the countries and the people. And throughout the world, one out of two are methods, or both methods are used and understood by the people throughout the world. The third representative to talk was Sapiano. He talked about nature study. In his presentation, he talked about different types of pests, decreasing the production of different crops. They learned that black rot affects the production of wheat, boll weevil, cotton, and Colorado beetle, potatoes. From this, they learned that These pests were a serious threat to the serious decrease in the production of wheat, cotton, and potatoes. So, people, especially scientists, worked on killing the threat by making a research on pests, especially on their behavior, their breeding habits, then migration, and thus they have minimized the threat of pests to major crops. So this is what Sapiano talked about, or he had learned throughout the 4 months. Then we meet geography representatives. Geography report was divided between Jackson and Miss Peake. First to talk was Jackson. Jackson told that the distribution of minerals and vegetable produce are not same throughout the world. In one country you will find one mineral in plenty, while in other parts of the world it is deficient. So world has to depend one upon the other. So there is interdependence, and at the same time there is interchangeability. Otherwise we could not fulfill our needs. That's what Jackson talked in his speech. Then Miss Page gave her representation, her presentation. In it, she talked about the human relationships and stressed the problem of three basic needs after Second World War. The three basic needs, friends, food, shelter, and cloth, and people could not fulfill these needs after the war. Even she made reference to the refugees, some stateless people, some unwanted, and majorly she focused her attention on the efforts of UNICEF. Friends, you know the full form of UNICEF, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. So this institution is famous and particularly takes care of children, their problems, and always try to solve the problems of children. So Miss Page talked on it. Then we have next subject, that is physiology, and the representatives are Furman and Miss Dare. So here again the report is divided. In presentation, Furman used the trump card. So trump card means a valuable thing which can create surprise or some humor, etc. So in presentation, Furman told two boys from the audience, Wells and Allison, to bring the skeleton on the stage, and it was hooked to a screw, and when it was revolving it created a comic relief to the boys, and from this he tried to elaborate the point of equality. All students understood that the skeleton may be of man or woman or any German or Chinese or of any country, may be bright, may be brown or white. It doesn't matter. But the important thing is that all people are same, and that's what he wanted to highlight in his presentation. He also told that trimmings may be different, but the blueprint is same. Means outside signs of recognition are different, but the blueprint means skeleton is same of all human beings. So very beautifully he asserted his point. His speech was clear, precise, dramatic, calm, and wonderful. Then Miss Dare spoke. Her presentation was anticlimax to Furman. She talked about the problem faced by humanity, sickness and disease. She also talked about the advantage gained by the world by interchanging knowledge, advice, and assistance. Then we meet Miss Dodd, who was the representative of history. In her presentation, she talked about Reformation in England. In that moment, the independents were fighting against the clerics or the chief religious person, and how the independents try to broke established religious tradition, and from that the idea of tolerance for beliefs and cultures of others emerged, and then after there was common interest to study those cultures. That's what she wanted to tell in her presentation. Then came Denham. He was the teacher of PTN games. He was the representative of PTN games. He was a trained boxer. In his presentation, he severely criticized general pattern of games and emphasized that serious limitation of space obtaining and its effect on game. He complained that PTN games are ill-conceived and pointless. The routine is also monotonous. There is no advantage in carrying out in the school. Instead, he recommended some jolly other good game like football or some other game. When he voiced his opinion, boys cheered support for him because he had opened their minds. So here ended the representative's report presentation. Then, teacher question answer session opens. Before that, the selection of teachers was to be made. So Denham invited students randomly from the audience, and in a hat she told the boys to write names on slips of all teachers, including head, and to juggle it. And one by one, the slips were withdrawn. Three teachers were selected. Their names are Mr. Weston, Mrs. Daly Vance, and Miss Phillips. Now, what are the impressions of these questions and question answer on the narrator? Narrator tells us that it is his unforgettable experience The questions were mostly from top classes because young were too timid to ask questions. They were a little bit uninformed. They were unable to form questions, and narrator had impressions of some of his representatives on his mind, and that's what we'll see. First is Mr. Weston. Mr. Weston cut very ridiculous figure. He was completely nonplussed before Denham's blunt criticism and Funman's adroit questioning. He somehow tried to bluster his way out with a shadow of offended dignity. He could not support PT exercises for which he was partly responsible. So, from this, we'll come to know that his profile was very low. Then there is Miss Euphema Phillips. Narrator found Euphema Phillips very good as far as her her presentation in the question answer session. She was coolest and best informed of the three, though she was freely brainless, but she showed her candor and authority. She intervened very skillfully without embarrassment to anybody, especially her intervention on the matter of PT was very soothing for the narrator. And she reminded the school that every subject, even PT and games, is carefully fitted in timetable to give maximum benefit to students. Though the facilities are limited, but their aim was to do greatest good for greatest numbers. And she also asserted very emphatically the fact that it is difficult to please everybody. Then she replied to Denham's poser. In PTN games, Denham considered PTN games as daft thing because no special space is available in timetable for PT 20 minutes 2 times a week. He was not satisfied. To this she replied that PTN games are exercise of mind as well as body, and the timetable is going to be helpful in the world after school life is over. And in training, likes and dislikes are immaterial because training is compulsory thing. And likewise in timetable, one has to do PT. Here she outwitted Denham. Narrator was surprised because she was so slight creature, is very frail and weak. But she could cope with the embarrassing situation very effectively. This is where the question answer session ends. And for the end of proceedings, headmaster came on the stage and told that the presentation program was over. He closed the proceedings. At that time, he expressed pride in all his children and also gave appreciation for students' efforts. So here ends our second part of the novel To Sir with Love, an autobiographical novel written by E.R. Braithwaite, and here you will find Braithwaite's personal life. And from this, boys, you will understand how student participation in school while taking learning experience is important, they should not hesitate to contribute their efforts in making their school progress. At the same time, they will also enjoy their progress. And most important thing underlined here is color. It's black color and white color. The theme of the novel, you know. So colors are not important. Only the human qualities which are helpful to all human beings are important. So I remember here two lines from a poem of Marathi. Deglurkar is the poet, and two lines I would like to tell you. The lines are, तुमच्या अंगावर हाय माझ्या अंगावर हाय रंगात फरक असल पर कातोड एकच हाय. So here once again you will find in these lines the color is different but the skin is same. So that's what we are going to learn. We are going to keep in our mind, in our life. I hope you will have understood the matter. Thank you.